Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing Spyro the Dragon. So this is a game that I grew up with, and I loved it. Gonna make a new game here. Looks like all these are 100% because I've played this game so many times. In the world of dragons.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it six? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature. Simple! He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. Ugly? That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
And somehow Spyro doesn't get hit by that. I guess he was too small of a target, that he just wasn't noticed or something. Anyways, the adventure begins, and here we have a stone dragon right in front of us, which we can free. He's Nestor.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
So yeah, that's basically gonna be the main goal of this game. Free dragons and defeat Nasty Nork. Now if you go onto one of these platforms after you've freed a dragon, you can either save your game, which is the only way to save your game in this game, so be sure to remember to do that, or you can replay the little dragon cutscene, which we're gonna be using once because there's a dragon that can say two different things, but that's not right now. Wow, it has been a while since I played this game. Okay, that's how you control the camera. Anyways, here we've got some gems. There's a certain amount of gems in each level, and enemies also drop gems. So we can charge, we can breathe fire, and we're gonna get this guy. Now the different colors of gems determine how much they're worth. You see the red ones are worth 1, the green ones are worth 2, blue ones are worth 5, yellow ones are worth 10, and purple ones are worth 25. This guy's the balloonist, Marco. Yeah, if you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world. I'm not sure basically, you'll need to do so much stuff in order for the balloonist to let you go to the next world. Sometimes you need to have freed so many dragons, sometimes you need to have collected so many gems, and sometimes you need to have collected so many dragon eggs, which we'll get into more about that later. Anyways, these portals here go to the game's various levels, but we're gonna try collecting everything in the main overworld here first. That's an extra life, which is pretty self-explanatory what it does. Over here,
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
okay, so what Delbin there was talking about is this dragonfly here. See, he's yellow right now, but if we get hurt, he'll turn blue. If we get hurt again, he'll turn green. If we get hurt again, he'll disappear. And if we get hurt again, then we die. So, and if Sparks is gone, he can't pick up gems for you, so you'll actually have to physically touch the gems instead of just run by them. And the way that you get health back and restore Sparks is, wow, I'm doing really bad at that, is to find butterflies for him to eat. And how do you find butterflies, you might be wondering? Also, there's something to do here, and we can do it right now, but we're not supposed to know about it yet, so we'll be doing that much later when we're actually supposed to know about it. But, yeah, so how do you get the butterflies, you might ask? Well, what you want to do is you want to find small creatures like these sheep here, and you defeat them and butterflies come out. And Sparks will eat them to recover some health, or if Sparks is gone, the butterfly will just kind of like turn into Sparks. So here's an interesting area up here. See, we've got this big dragon head here. It's one of 4 dragon heads in the game, although we won't see the other 3 until much, much later in the game. But let's see what this dragon has to say about it. Argus.
Cool Flash, do that again.
The Artisans' boss is through a portal in the dragon mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
So yeah, this is the guy that has 2 different messages. So once this door is open, I don't know what he has to say, I just know it's something different, so we'll listen to it. It's probably nothing important, but whatever. I like to show everything. So, if we pause the game here, we can go to the inventory, or I think we can go straight to the inventory if we press select. Yeah. This basically shows you your collection totals. So we're in the Artisans world in the home level, like the hub level. And we have 76 out of 100 gems and 3 out of 4 dragons. And it'll show the dragon eggs later too in levels that actually have them. Thomas.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
So, yeah, that's all 4 dragons here. Now we just pretty much have to collect the rest of the gems, which are right in this little area. I didn't realize those guys took multiple hits. I kept attacking them and then looking back, and I was thinking I missed one. I'm like, how's there another guy there? But I guess he just takes multiple hits. Anyways, up here we have the entrance to another level. And he told us to glide, but we really don't need to glide to get this stuff, so yeah, but gliding is very important in this game, as it's like, like the only real way to make most of the jumps in the game. Oh, come on. Camera's not really cooperating with me there. Let's turn turn it now. Okay. There we go. And we got all 100 gems in this level. So it's time to go into our first actual level, Stone Hill. You can pretty much go into the levels in whatever order you want, but there is sort of an intended order, like the way they're listed on the inventory screen. And this level is pretty wide open, like you can go wherever you want, whenever you want, pretty much. Like, you got a door over there, you got a door over there, you got a door over there, and you've got a well here. But just because you can go wherever you want, whenever you want, doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want. We need a key to open this box up. So we're just gonna free this guy, Gavin.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, some of these dragons are voiced by Mr. Krabs, which is also the same guy who voices the Baron in Jak 2. So that's kind of interesting, but anyways, let's just get rid of these rams here. Go around the perimeter of the room, make sure we've collected everything, because this is a 100% run. Whenever I play a game, I always do it 100%. So I'm not really sure how many dragons and dragon eggs and gems are required to get to each world, because I always get 100%. And a lot of times I have more than I need to go to the next world by the time I get to that world. So yeah, I don't really know how much you need, but it seems pretty forgiving if I'm able to do that. Anyways, Lindar.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I think he's suggesting that Spyro's a troublemaker. Aw, man. So this way here leads to something, a few things that are a bit interesting. By the way, you saw before, but these guys have lives in them. But yeah, first it has a dragon, Astor.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
Haha, old people humor. Anyways. So yeah, this is the end of the level, but until the last world, you never actually have to use these things. You can just pause the game and select exit level, and it saves all the stuff you collected. I still want to go to the end of the level, but just because it feels more like I'm officially completing the level, but you don't have to. Also, see this whirlwind thing? Like, we've seen some of those already that have lifted us up. But that must mean something's down here, right? Sure enough, we've got a little beach, and Spyro can't swim in this game. He can swim in later games, but he hasn't learned to swim yet, so stay out of the water or you'll get hurt. I mean, I guess I'll show you. And then see sparks turn blue, and you can jump out of the water like that. You want to jump, otherwise you'll drown, but if you land in there too many times, you'll just drown anyways. So we've got a key here, so we can open that other case. We can open that locked chest before. There have been a few breakables you've seen me break already that I haven't really explained. The red and gold ones you can flame or charge, and then like the metal ones you can only charge. The flame doesn't do anything against them. And there's a bunch more containers we'll have to learn how to break later on. But anyways, that's about all the time I have for this video. So you hear that na-na-na-na-na? We'll check out what that means in the next video. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I'll see you then.